welcome back to another video.
This is round two.
Round two?
Of the X Points Monthly.
Yep, and today we have a, it seems to be a fan favorite.
An Erhnamgeddon deck, yeah. Another Erhnamgeddon deck. Well, Splash Black, though, which is interesting, and it'll be versus a Candleflare deck, which we've never seen before, and is pretty spicy, I think. So we'll get to those decks in a second.
Yeah, so just a little disclosure, we were looking at this deck, and we noticed that if the opponent is actually playing with all the cards listed, it's 63 cards, and it's 13 points, not 10.
Yeah.
So we don't know if in the event that there was cards removed to make it legal, but we'll...
But as of this picture, it's not 10 points. The Moxen are 2 points each, so that's 10, and then the Armageddons are each a point.
Yeah, so making it 13.
It's also possible, is he operating off of an older list where Armageddon was not on the point list?
I'm not sure. That could be a possibility. We'll just say that was maybe the case. But going to the deck tech, I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty typical, except for the black splash, right? You don't always see that, but people do love their Darylors, so...
Darylor, yes.
It's a Suji, right? That makes your other black cards cost more, but if you just don't play any black cards, then there's no downside.
Yeah, there's no downside to it, so seeing that he's not playing Demonic, it's seems like a pretty powerful creature.
Yeah, so he's got lots of dorks to get to his 3 and 4 cost cards, which makes sense. But again, you have another situation like the deck where half of your cards are lands, mana sources, so you can risk, drawing weak things in crucial moments.
Yeah.
So you do have to be careful about that.
Well, you're probably really banking on just drawing those Armageddons early and just keep recasting them.
Yeah.
Although if this was a 4-strip mine format, I probably would have opted to play 4 strips.
4 strips, yeah. Take
off the Pendlehaven and...
maybe a Darylor?
Maybe a Darylor, maybe just have like at least 3 strips to really,
Yeah. Well, even Psyblast maybe you can go.
The Psyblast, you can play like Ice Storm, Land Destruction, and you just keep attacking their lands. That's just me personally. And, the sideboard is an interesting choice of creatures. Berserks, Pixies, Lions, Elvish Archers, all the good stuff.
Okay. So now this is the Candleflare deck, which I guess is trying to utilize the namesake cards Candelabra of Thanos and Manaflare. So Manaflare giving extra mana whenever the lands are tapped, and Candelabra being able to untap the lands. So if each land taps for 2, and you can untap them while you're just generating
a bunch of mana. So either for your fireballs, for your Shivans.
Yeah.
I played many years ago. I played against someone who was playing a deck similar to this, and it was actually quite impressive. Like, if they could get cards out slant quick enough on the board, they could really just get ahead of you really, really quick.
I mean, it's good too, because you're surrounding your combo, so to speak, with a lot of control elements, like all the counter spells, the flash counters, the mana drain, the lightning bolts. And he even managed to squeeze some Moxen in here to accelerate even far faster, so that's pretty good, right? So his points are Wheel and Braingeyser and Recall.
2 Moxen.
And Mana Drain.
Mana Drain, yes.
So was it 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, so the Mana Drain and the Recall both being 1, and the other one's being worth 2.
2 each, yes.
So interesting. Yeah, I'm very curious to see. I mean, this looks exciting to me. This makes me kind of want to try it out too. Obviously, Candelabra is a very not easy to acquire, so if you're not playing in a proxy-friendly environment, then that could be tough, but of course we are very proxy-friendly, so you can try just about any deck you want, and you don't have to break your wallet for it.
Yeah, that was just a good thing. And I see in the sideboard one of your favorite cards.
Twiddle?
No.
Boomerang?
Earthquake.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Makes you happy, doesn't it?
Earthquake makes me happy. Earthquake and Control Magic as sideboard pieces. Also, it makes sense with his deck, right? He's an X spell.
Yeah, X spell. Kind of just want to clear all the ground creatures. I mean, he's only playing with flying creatures anyhow, so it kind of makes sense that he has.
Ooh, kind of makes me want to maybe put them in the main board then, unless you're afraid of certain other aggressive decks. Is this format known for its aggressive decks?
I mean, there is. Like any other format, there's a lot of variation. Although I would really, really love to see I'll Braingeyser for 14, please. Yes, please. I'll just draw a quarter of my deck.
Mill your opponent?
Yeah. I mean, if you're really grinding it out. But it seems like a deck like that is going to be pretty efficient and not have to go to that point.
Okay, so... No, he is playing if-biffs. Those are if-biff for free. No, those are Serendips.
Serendip's the misprint. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a decent opening hand that Sam just showed us.
Yeah, we'll see what both players do here.
Oh yeah, and the disenchants are pretty good versus Candleflare. The whole deck revolves around enchantments.
Yeah, that is true. But the good thing is that even if the Candleflare, like the Candelabra...
That's what JS was saying.
What?
Sam played a bird, but he put the bird tapped. Instead of tapping his land, he played the bird tapped.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'll just tap opposite.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So, oops. It's fine. Playing a Land World. And a city.
That was quite the snap of a... Let me see the way I put that.
We hope that's a proxy. Or if anyone's looking for a very heavy played city of us.
Alright, so now Bruno's just going to do his land go thing until he's comfortable to deploy pieces, I would presume.
So, 3 casting costs, starting to be freed.
Alright, the threat begins because counter spells don't deal with creatures already in play, as one might deduce.
Yes, that is true.
Chaos Orb deals with creatures in play.
Chaos Orb does deal with
as one might deduce.
So I'm wondering now if he's going to play a land and then Armageddon. Or force the opponent, if the opponent misses the flip, you didn't play land in Armageddon, and just pray for the best, but
yeah.
We'll never know because you won the flip, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
even with the follow-up, I might be enticed to protect the first Ifrit by just disenchanting. It's the same end result. You still pass your turn with 1 Ifrit in play, just that you end up with 3 more damage on your opponent with a backup Ifrit the following turn.
Yeah, exactly. So Mana Flare.
Now, of course, he'll get rewarded because he can use the Mana Flare's effect and then destroy it.
Yeah. One good thing to note, though, is it only works with lands, so he cannot double his mana with the elves.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, it's still very...
This is like another Ifrit plus disenchant turn, if you wanted.
It always seems bad playing Mana Flare, especially if you have to tap out for it, then your opponent is the first one to...
Yeah.
It's kind of like that Howling Mine. You're playing the Howling Mine, and if you don't have the Relic Barrier, immediately your opponent's the first one to reap the rewards of the card being played versus you.
So Sam went for the big boy instead of destroying the Mana Flare, which is a gamble, right? Because it's like you don't want to really leave your opponent with the card that rewards you, and then you give it the turn back to that player. Like, they're obviously doing it for a reason, right? They're not just giving you a reward for no reason. So
okay.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like instead of destroying the card, you played a creature, and then that card gave your opponent the chance to play an even bigger creature.
Yeah, so
with the disenchants in your hand and the damage on board, maybe it's okay to just reap the rewards and then destroy the...
Well, he's got 4 swords, so he could still,
Sure, and I think he just top decked 1, right?
So, Oh, okay. That's true. Now, Sam having to go to his plan B, because he was hoping to swing in, I'm sure.
So if Bruno had the counterspell last turn, that's some serious control, right? To not use it on the creature, but to save it to protect his own stuff. That's, pretty interesting.
So I wonder now what's going to be his... what's your approach? Do you
My approach is float the mana,
you
disenchant first, and then plow. Actually, you don't have to float. Actually, no need to even float because your plow only costs 1. So with the 2 mana, you disenchant. If they counter that, then you can plow the... Because right now, you're not losing to Mana Flare. You're losing to the fact that you can't attack since there's a 5/6 in play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I think it's more valuable to...
Okay, telling him you can tap.
Yeah, his elf instead. Yeah, but yeah, more valuable, I think, to get rid of that Djinn. The Djinn.
So now I'm wondering if he's going to just attack to prevent getting 1 point of damage per turn. I wonder if Bruno's going to sit there and try to... Yeah, because I remember when I played with Candleflare of Timetwister, when you have like 4 mazes in your deck, or factories, you know?
Oh, you
could just block, either you could block all the creatures, or you could just like continuously pump your factories. Stupid, like, for 4/4.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, follow-up Mana Flare, met with follow-up Disenchant. Okay. But yeah, if nothing happens on either side of the board, the Ifrit will kill Sam.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think I would just swing in, because worst case... I mean, it's kind of hard because he's not going to block.
You can't swing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the blocks are too easy and too free. This is like what we're... Like, you know what we didn't see in the last video? Where the Mahamoti just blocks the hell out of everything?
Yeah. Yeah, in our last video we didn't see it being played.
Yeah, but it would have been just as effective, if not more.
Okay, that was a deep shadow, but... I mean, he's having to give the Mahamoti Forest Walk.
Yeah, but still, I don't think he's attacking with that.
I mean, he's going to wait till he's down enough. I mean, he is effectively still playing burn spells. So if he swings in for 5, the opponent's down to 8.
He loses 1 more to 7.
7, if you have a bolt.
4, and then, actually 2 bolts does kill him because he takes 2 damage. Across all these turn cycles, it'll be 2 damage from the Freak, 6 damage from bolt is 8, and 5 from the Djinn is 13. So, yeah, he should attack. If he has 2 bolts, he should attack.
Yes, it looks like a disintegrate, actually.
That's even the same.
That's even better.
No, that's not better. That's 4 damage instead of 6.
If he has a disintegrate?
Yeah. Disintegrate is less damage.
Maybe he could do 4 damage to the opponent. So bring him down to 9. Yeah. Okay.
He needs to have exactly 2 bolts to win in the next 2 turns. Including this one.
Fine, whatever. You're right. Boring. Whatever, Dad.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, that's true. He needs 2 bolts to, Is he paying no chain lightning?
So actually, starting next turn, he can just attack without the bolts, right? He can... Because starting next turn, he attacks for 5, then the 1 from the Ifrit, then he swings back. It's not enough to kill, and then the Djinn swings a second time for the extra 5, and then the 1 last damage comes off from the...
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But yeah, just to show, hindsight again, 2020, disenchanting the Mana Flare instead of playing an Erhnam.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, disintegrate. Well, you should put it to the face at that point, right? It's just kill him, and he's just dead next turn if you do that. You attack for 5, disintegrate for 5, same point, and then he just dies in the second upkeep.
I don't know why he was afraid of the Ernie. Seems like a missed opportunity. Maybe there was a reason for it. Maybe because if he feels if he blocks with the Serendib, he won't take that point of damage. You know what I'm saying? Like if he swings with the Mahamoti, he says, "Okay, I block with my Serendib." He doesn't take that 1 point of damage on upkeep.
Oh, right. Well, no, but he has Forest Walk.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe he forgot about the Forest Walk. Well, he took an extra damage. 3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, you just attack with the... Unless they forgot about the Forest Walk.
Could be.
Or he just does another Fireball for 5 and... Whoa, buddy.
Oh, aggressive. That's like...
Yeah, but also he's missing completely, like, right? That 5 damage just goes to the face and then you lethal.
He could have won at this point. I don't know why that's... Or maybe he's just wanting to slow burn him.
Or no, wait a minute though. No. He just replayed that Erhnamgeddon, so there was no Forest Walk.
No, but I'm saying the first one, initially, he should have just went to the face instead of going after his Ernie.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes you don't count your lethal, you know? But yeah, well, that was an aggressive disintegrate.
That's true. That's, you're like 2 or 3 beers in. You're feeling a little confident.
I think he has Berserk though. So if Bruno chooses to block what seems like the bigger threat, he'll get punished. If he blocks the elf, then it's just 4 damage going through.
Yeah. Yeah, because even the giant growth or Berserk is still not enough. So you probably saw... Like, if I'm playing against a green player, I'm assuming he has, like, giant growth or Berserk immediately. There's no... Okay.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't necessarily assume there's Berserk coming out of Erhnamgeddon. Actually, no, wait a minute. He's not playing Berserk, sorry. Oh, it's in the sideboard.
It's in the side, but maybe you could have, shoved it in main, took something out.
Okay, well, there's a Candelabra, but kind of useless currently. This has to just be a free attack, no? From the Jinn now. Wheel of Fortune. Why Wheel of Fortune? You just win and your opponent has no cards in their hand. Now you give them Sword to Plowshare. This Wheel of Fortune is like a way to put your opponent back in the game.
Yeah, I don't agree with this sequence of moves the way it was done. I would have attacked first at least. You know you're going to take in 1 more point of damage and then... He has...
Armageddon. Armageddon is kind of disgusting.
I wonder if this makes him kind of... Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of...
Unless he's going to get him with Lightning Bolt. Take 5, take 3, die to your free... Oh. Nope. And yep.
Yep.
I don't know why.
But I mean, the end result is the same, but we always talk about this often on the videos where taking different paths will lead you to the same place, but I think there was a much more efficient way that he could have, like, ended the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he would have drawn Simon to Sword to Plowshare, it would have just been direct punish.
Yeah, he would have been punished for his Wheel of Fortune. No, but I'm saying, like, the 2 disintegrates.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not attacking with the Forest Walk.
Not a missing opportunity.
Yeah, unless they both just didn't realize that there was Forest Walk available. It is possible. Right, like if they just missed the triggers. God knows I've missed triggers.
Yeah, we've all have. I mean, I'm not going to fault him for that, but I just feel like the Disintegrate is a spell you're casting from your hand versus an effect that a card is giving another card on the table. You know, you're seeing the card in your hand, you're like, deals X damage to X target, you know? But, we'll see. Oh, looks like, I see a couple of islands, I see Candle, I see a couple of creatures.
It's a bit slow, but unless Sam gets ramp right away, which he has a lot of, so he should. But you never know. Sometimes you don't. Like I got slow hand. I don't see ramp in there. So if he doesn't punish Bruno with an early Ifrit or Jinn, and they just play a fair game, the blue-red deck is just better off, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll see.
Okay, so he kept it. He kept the hand. It's quite slow.
Yeah, sometimes people are just afraid to take a mulligan, so it's like, let's say I know what I'm going against, and I know if I'm not like turn one, grinding it out really quickly there, just like putting like immediate threats on the board. Sometimes people just feel like, I'll just, I'll wait till turn 4 before I do something.
Mm.
I mean, after all, this is not vintage.
It's true.
You kind of have, I guess, a little bit more forgiveness. Unless your opponent draws like that powerful turn 1 time walk, turn 2 Timetwister.
I might feed my opponent the Candelabra here, just to give him something to destroy. Because he'll definitely destroy the Serendipity.
Yeah, so now we've got...
Yeah, because I mean, the orb is going to want to eat anything that seems threatening. And these like this, a free is. And the Candelabra would probably seem threatening too, especially if you've already seen the Mana Flare, so you might actually activate the Chaos Orb on that. So maybe you want, unless of course if Bruno's really like evaluating his Candelabra to be very, very high value, then he doesn't want it to get destroyed, so he'd rather have, like, the same thing that I'm saying, but from the flip side, feed him the free so that the Candelabra can live, I guess. I don't see Mana Flare in his hand, unless it is. Okay, I didn't see the Mana Flare.
Yeah,
so
he's got Mana Flare. But now it's kind of good for Sam, because now he could play his the cards he was having trouble casting.
That's true.
So it's kind of also...
Does he have the Disenchant, or is that Erhnamgeddon? Oh, pass the turn. Did he forget that, or does he want to Psy Blast something? Because that's a strange pass when he's got castable cards in his hand. I don't understand the pass there. Unless, again, there's something in the hand that I don't see.
Okay, now this is where things get interesting.
Yeah, so he can just, what? He has one floating, so that one presumably... Whoa. What just happened?
Why did he...
You can tap, like, 3 lands for 6 mana and then untap all the lands, right?
Yeah, I would have done that.
Unless he doesn't need it. Unless he's just playing a 6 cost and he doesn't need to go over the top, right?
But I'd still like to have those lands on tap to throw off my opponent and be like, look, I have 2 blue untapped. Do I have a counterspell?
6. Yeah, so he wasn't thinking about the faking out the opponent. He just wants to play as Shivan Dragon.
I mean, technically he still has 2 blue, so he only needs 1 island untapped. But I always want to have like as many lands untapped as possible, just to make my opponent like wonder, okay, does he have this? Does he have that? He could play this. To kind of put them on edge a little bit.
It's got Boku Bucks. Yeah, I'm just really surprised, unless Sam forgot that the Mana Flare affected him too, why he wouldn't play anything last turn. Because then he didn't even do anything on the end step. So he must have just forgotten that. Which is unfortunate, because that's like a whole missed turn, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, it's tapping for 7. Because the Mox does not count. Or, no, that's a misplay.
What's a misplay? Oh,
it's
the Mox doesn't count.
7.
The Mox doesn't count. Yeah, those are just lack of understanding of the cards that you don't see often.
No, see, he's
they're correcting it. Yeah, good. So Bruno should be aware, which is good that he is.
Yeah, so he doesn't need to tap his city.
But yeah, Shivan. Okay, so now what he can do? He floats 4 red with the volcanics. Uses an island to untap them, make 4 more red. That's 8 red, and he pumps the Shivan to 13.
It's a lot of damage.
Yeah. And if he has another red source in his hand,
oh glory be.
he does not. What does Flash Counter do? Counters an instant?
Yeah, instant or interrupt or whatever. Old terminology.
So basically, like, it protects your thing from plow.
Yeah.
And disenchant. It's interesting. But yeah, I would just attack for 13. Yeah, I don't see a single reason not to just go all in. Unless he wants to Braingeyser.
Hey, because either way, he probably figures it's a 2-turn clock, so I'll get like a couple damage now. But then again, I would just go all in now.
Yeah, okay, he's doing it. Though at that point, you might as well just go, like we were saying last turn,
Yeah.
use the other one to untap both islands and have 2 islands untapped. Yeah, it just sounds like, what do I do about that? And then, yeah, okay, because then right, because he doesn't need the 2 islands because Mana Flare.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the flash counter will just... And now it doesn't even matter if the Mana Flare gets destroyed.
Yeah, because you could just pump it naturally for 7 damage.
Yeah, it's like he can Armageddon, but it doesn't actually...
Doesn't really do anything.
Yeah,
He still has to get rid of the creature.
Yeah, it hits him way too far
He
back.
needs the swords, and he needs an Armageddon.
Yep. I don't know, it's a good showing from the Candleflare deck. Definitely, it's interesting. It's an interesting deck. It's interesting. It's exciting. The potential is high.
Oh, I wonder it'd be interesting if you use it like with the workshop. It says when this land is tapped for mana, but you can only use the mana for artifacts. So like usually 6 mana per workshop. Am I thinking correctly, or am I?
No, it adds 1 extra mana. That doesn't double the mana.
Oh, only 1. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking doubling. Yeah, so 4 mana.
It'd be nice, but no. No.
Man can dream.
No 1 land for Skellions. 2 land for Skellions, okay. 1 land, no.
I'll find a way. So he's just looking at his options. He's like,
There's a lot of options, but none of them are favorable for him, which is unfortunate. Obviously, you want to not lose.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Because even if he plays a Side Blast, he's still taking 2 to the face.
Yeah, no.
Shivan still doesn't die.
Shivan just doesn't care about your feelings.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, see, Armageddon means you don't die. Well, it costs you a life, and then you just die in 2 turns. Oh, but Flash Counter hits instant and sorcery? No.
No.
But it's okay, though. Like, it doesn't matter, because, like, the Erhnam is a 4-turn clock. Yep. Shivan, again, it's always beautiful to see a Shivan turn sideways, a Sarah attack, Hippie turn sideways.
Yeah. A Juggernaut, Triskelion.
Yeah, and Sam says, "Kill me. I won't concede." Smack. And a handshake.
And a handshake, and there we have it. It's official.
Yeah. So
another one for the books.
Like I was saying, it was a really good showing, I think, with the Candleflare deck. It really did. Even in the face of its weakness, the white disenchant and the plows and stuff. Like it put on a good show. The mana, what's it called again? Mana Flare?
Mana Flare.
Yeah, that card is interesting to me as well. Yeah, I mean, the Erhnamgeddon deck, even though maybe some missed abilities, missed opportunities, I would say it's never so much in the pilot. Even if they make mistakes or miss things that make the deck feel underwhelming, the deck just kind of seems underwhelming to me. Erhnamgeddon.
Yeah, it feels like you're never in like the driver's seat with that deck. You're always trying to play catch up.
Yeah, unless you get the like exact thing you need, which is not what I want to rely on when I'm playing the game.
Yeah, I think how we've seen Sylvan and maybe just be a bit more aggressive in the card draw. I think might have made the deck a little better. But like you said, I'm not. You know.
I mean, compare it to the deck, right? Like, the deck has 30 mana sources, but churns through its deck. This is not churning through the deck in any way. It has 30 mana sources and just risks running into all of them and then doing nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately. But we got to see Shivan being tapped sideways.
Yeah.
We got to see a lovely Candleflare of Tunnels being played for the first time on the channel. So, all in all, I think a great matchup between the two opponents.
Yeah, the Bat 50, what is that doing there? Anyways,
yeah, that's our graphics guy.
Until the next one.
Yep.